Hello, welcome to Chemistry 101 tutorials. If it's your first time joining us, please go down there and hit that subscribe button and become an official member of Chemistry 101 tutorials. Today I've got one question. So let's go through it together. The reaction of 5 grams of methyl chloride with 7 grams of water yield 2.7 grams of methanol. Calculate the percentage yield of methanol. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this question step by step. Okay, so first thing first, we have to write a balanced chemical equation for this reaction. Okay, so we are told methyl chloride react with water. In this case, to give, already we have a clue that there is methanol involved, OH plus, in this case will be HCl. Okay, so the next step is to check if the equation is balanced. So we have got one carbon here. How many hydrogen? 5 hydrogens, and here we have 3, 4, 5 hydrogens. Then next step, chloride, we have got one chloride there, so it's balanced. The chloride, the oxygen, one oxygen. So the equation is balanced. So for more detailed balancing of equation, I will put a link down below in the description. You guys can go through and see how to balance equation. I've made a video on that. Okay, so the next step is to calculate a limiting reagent, because a limiting reagent will then tell you as to how much methanol will be produced, theoretical amount, okay, from each amount of each reactant. Okay, so in this case we'll start with 5 grams. I also made a video about the limiting reactant and the excess, and if you want to know more about this, please go to the description. I also put a link for this particular video. Okay, so let's now calculate the limiting reactant. So we will start with methyl chloride. Okay, so in this case we will calculate how much methanol will we produce or get on the reaction of 5 grams of methyl chloride. So let's do this together right now. So we are given CH3Cl multiplied by, so we have to take this into moles. So we'll have 1 mole of chloride, in this case, divide by, it doesn't really look nice, but yeah, let's continue. The molar mass is 50.5 gram of, and then multiply by, now we have to multiply by the mole ratio. Okay, so the mole ratio is the coefficient here in the chemical equation. So as you can see, we have got 1:1. Okay, so in this case it will be 1 mole of methanol over 1 mole of methyl chloride Cl. Okay, so I will let the answer to be in moles. So in this case, if you punch your calculator right, you will get it to be 0.10 moles of methanol. Okay, so next step, again we will calculate how much methanol in moles will we produce for 7 grams of water. So in this case we will have 7 grams water, multiply by, we take it to moles, we'll have 1 mole water over, so this is the molar mass of water, 10 grams. So multiply by again the mole ratio. So this is the mole ratio between water and methanol. So all in all is 1 mole. It's 1:1. So it's gonna be 1 mole of methanol over 1 mole water. This case. So water here So the answer will be 0.39 moles of CH3OH. Okay, so as you can see, we now have our limiting reactant. So our limiting reactant is the one that produces less number of moles. So in this case, our limiting reactant is methyl chloride. Okay, so in the previous video I explained as to which one will form the product, and always the one that forms the product is the limiting reactant. Okay, so if you want to learn more about this, please go again down to the description below, just as a reminder, so that you can equip yourself more about this. Okay, so now that means our product will be determined by the limiting reactant. So the product will be in moles 0.1 moles. Okay, so now let's go down again and calculate the theoretical yield, which is the next step, in grams. Okay, so theoretical yield will be equivalent to the limiting reactant. Okay, limiting reactant, just for you know, so the limiting reactant determine the product. So in this case, let's do the calculation. So we have 0.1 mole of methanol, so we take it to grams. Okay, so in this case we will multiply with the molar mass, so 32.04 grams of methanol over 1 mole, okay, of methanol. Alright, and the answer will be 3.2 gram of methanol. So this will be the amount in grams that you are supposed to produce. This is a theoretical mass of the product. Okay, so from the question you are told in this case that this reaction yielded how much? 2.7 grams. Okay, so that's what you got when you do the experimental work. Alright, but in actual you were supposed to get 3.2 grams. Alright, if all methyl chloride have reacted, so you were supposed to get this. So in this case we have to calculate now the percentage yield of our product. So the formula for calculating percentage yield, which is the last step, is percentage yield is equals to actual yield or experimental actual yield divided by theoretical yield multiplied by 100%. Okay, since we are calculating for a percentage, so this can be actual or experimental. Okay, so theoretical yield here. Alright, so you plug in these values, 2.7 divided by 3.2, all of them are in grams, multiplied by 100%, and you will get, in this case, your answer to be 84.3%. So that will be your yield. It's not bad at all. 84%. Now, a lot of you don't get this in the lab. Okay, yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you enjoyed the video, please like the video, and also if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I will put a homework question as usual. In every video we always put a homework question for you to practice and to see if you really understand the video. Okay, and please go down there and write your homework and put the answer on the comment section. I hope yeah, I explained everything, and I wish you more success. See you in the next video. Bye bye.